Okay, so evaluating recruitment and selection practices, see, to get a clear idea of how efficient their recruitment and selection process are. See, everyone who is performing some activity would like to know how, like efficiently they are performing something. So firms can ask themselves these questions. Can we identify human resource requirements from the business plans? How fast do we respond to demands from line managers for human resources? That means whenever the management gets call, then how they immediately respond relate with respect to human resources. Do we receive good advice on labor market trends? Do we select the right advertising media to reach the market? How effective is our recruitment advertising? These are the questions they should ask. When they ask these questions, they may get solutions to their questions, right? Now, how do our recruits actually perform? Do we end up employing the right people, and do we retain our new recruits? That is what they ask themselves, and they get good answers. If you ask questions, then you may find answers. If you don't ask questions and if you're mum, then you can't find answers for your queries. So recruitment and selection practices can be reviewed in the following ways, in the various ways. Performance indicators. Each stage of the process can be assessed by performance indicators. For example, the time it takes to process an application. Data can be collected to check any deviation from the standard. Standard, maybe there are some parameter or standard set, and there can be some deviation at times. Okay. Cost effective. So this is the criteria. This is something you review how you are performing. There are certain indicators which can tell something about your performance in every stage, right? If you assess, and there are some parameters or standards. If you're deviating from those standards, then you can understand where your performance is going. Okay, then you can try to correct yourself. Cost effectiveness. For example, number of relevant responses per recruitment ad or cost of various advertising media per application elicited or person employed. That means they will be checking the cost to benefit ratio, what cost they are incurring for advertisements, and how much like successful they have been, to get successful recruits, or they have been successfully recruiting people who really are of some importance to them. Monitoring the workforce. High staff turnover, absenteeism and other problems may reflect poor recruitment and selection. Lack of workforce diversity may highlight discriminatory practices. Yes, then it would be seem like you're only hiring some people whom you like in some ways, or you like, you are biased towards hiring. Attitude surveys. The firm can ask its recruits what they thought of the process and actual individual job performance. A person's actual performance can be compared with what was expected when they were recruited. So there is a real life example. Smith and Abrahamson 1992 developed a scale that plots selection methods according to how accurately they predict a candidate's future performance in the job. This is known as predictive validity scale. Okay. And the scale ranges from 1, meaning that a method is right every time, to 0, meaning that a method is no better than chance. So write 1, and if it is 0, then like no result. Okay. So interviews, these are the methods: interviews, references, work sampling, collecting the samples, like how the people have worked previously, assessment centers, personality tests, cognitive tests, biodata, biography analysis, graphology, handwriting analysis. So predictive validity is given here, the scale of predictive validity. So you can see that interviews 90 percentage used by firms. 92% of the firms use this methodology, and the least is used in the handwriting analysis. You can't take people based upon their handwriting, right? That can be very stupid way of assessing someone, because that can be one of the skills or attribute, but we have to see various skills in a person. And the predictive validity, uh, like what are they saying, uh, how accurately they predict a candidate's future performance in the job. So interviews can only 17% they can predict, but here work sampling can give 57% accuracy, and cognitive test 54%. So that is the scale they have used to see how each method can be, predicting about the candidate's future performance. So results surprisingly show A pattern of employers relying most heavily on least accurate selection methods. Interviews in particular seem not much better than tossing a coin, but they're using that much. Then discrimination at work. Discrimination is something which is very much evident in today's era. So discrimination can be done. Discrimination can be seen in various ways. You see, in some countries, people discriminate based upon color, in some caste, in some religion, in some customs, in some tradition, in some gender. Okay. So equal opportunities and an approach to management of people at work based on equal access and fair treatment. So every company should be hiring people based upon their skills, but not based upon their ethnicity, their religion, their culture, their caste, their creed, their religion, their gender, etc. So the advertisement should be in such a way, and it is not only the advertisement what they are showing, they should also mean that their policy should also be like syncing with their advertisement. So equal opportunities relates to all aspects of management adverts. Just a second, just a second. So equal opportunities relates to all aspects of employment, adverts, recruitment and selection. In all these areas, equal opportunities like should be given to everyone. Promotion, not any kind of discrimination in all these areas, for recruitment, for selection, for training, promotion, disciplinary procedures, redundancy and dismissal, pay and conditions, prohibiting discrimination on ground of gender and marital status. How does equal opportunities benefit organization? You should be writing this, you should be doing this, it's an activity. See, it can benefit, right? You will get there's no discrimination, no bias. Decisions are not taken based upon someone's like unwanted aspects or attributes, but we look for skills, right? So like instead of looking at all the other aspects which are irrelevant for the company or business, the company should look at those aspects which are relevant, like skills and their work and their experience, etc. Okay, competence, qualification. Now, types of discrimination. There are four main types of discrimination. Direct discrimination, one group is treated less favorable than other. Indirect discrimination, it's a direct one. Policy is fair in form but discriminatory in practice. Victimization, person is penalized for giving information or taking action in pursuit of a claim of discrimination. That means someone is raising some kind of questions regarding company's policy and they are victimized. And harassment, use of threatening, offensive or abusive language or behavior. Suggest for example of practices that would constitute indirect discrimination on grounds of gender. Can you just give me the answer for this? See, they say that some kind of work is not suitable for women, some kind of work is suitable only for men, right?
One can be male teachers for pre-primary.
Yeah, they can put anything, right? They can discriminate the based upon the work, and they can assign the work on those grounds, right? So
Yeah.
let's see what four examples they have given. They may explain in a best possible way. So advertising a vacancy in a primary male environment where women would be less likely to see it. That's what where the entire domination is by the male. Offering less favorable terms to part-time workers, given that most of them are women. Specifying age limits which would tend to exclude women who had taken time out of work for child rearing. Asking in selection interviews about plans to have a family, since this might be this might be to the detriment of women but not to a man, because the woman has to raise the child, woman has to feed the child, woman has to maternity. See, both become parents, but the challenges are more to a woman, right? This also can be a discrimination. Generally, such kind of organizations are not good, but we can't rule out this kind of discrimination is happening. But this is kind of government is taking a lot of measures to lessen this kind of discrimination. Anti-discrimination laws. That's what I said. Government is doing a lot of a lot of efforts they are putting to, you know, reduce all this kind of discriminatory practices. Many countries have introduced various laws. Like, in India they give maternity leave. That has to be given, and that every company has to accept. They cannot complain like why I should pay a woman for raising the kids and all. No, you can't, because every woman is a part of everyone's women is a part of society, and every household woman is a part, right? You everyone has to go through that stage, so they should understand. So many countries have introduced various laws aimed to prohibit different types of discrimination. Race relations laws prohibit discrimination on grounds of color, race, nationality, ethnic or national religion, national origin, sorry. Other forms of discrimination laws: rehabilitation of offenders, disability, sexual orientation, religious belief, age. So nowhere any kind of differences should be seen in any of these areas. The practical implications: equal opportunities policy. Everyone should be given equal opportunity based upon their skills, their work, but not based upon their like religious belief, age, or like gender, etc. So setting up a successful equal opportunities policy requires secure support from top management, create senior accountability, set up representative working party to produce a code of practice, formulate action plans and allocate resources to publicize, implement policy. That means what steps they should take to bring this. Implement monitoring and review of minority staff entering, progressing, leaving. Plan and implement positive action initiatives to facilitate minority access to opportunities. That means everyone should be given equal opportunities. If you want to set up that kind of thing, then you should be seeing all this. Other initiatives what they can do: some employers are doing more than legal minimum by addressing the underlying causes of discrimination. Positive action initiatives include flexible hours, part-time working, career break or return to work schemes, putting equal opportunities higher on agenda, fast tracking school leavers, training for women returnees, awareness training, counseling and disciplinary policies. So they are doing much more for much more than what is required to reduce the causes of discrimination. Now, diversity. What is diversity? You are not restricting the organization on only some kind of people. Okay, you have a like your organization is open for all the kinds of people, and it is diverse, right? So diversity goes further than just providing equal opportunities in workforce. Diversity's main thrust is to ensure within a legal acceptable framework the composition of the workforce reflects the population as a whole. So it's not like your company is open only for certain sect or certain people of certain religion or caste or color or language, etc. It is open for everyone. So here the rationale is that a diverse organization will both understand and meet its customer needs better. In order to reflect diversity and to see it as an opportunity, not a hurdle, managers need to ensure that organizational systems also support diversity. It's not only you just implementing, but everyone should also digest it. Example, you should be looking that the people from any background is open for recruitment and selection, education and training, career development, communications methods and channels, work life balance. Diversity in workplace means managing cooperative working in diverse teams. That means there are people who are from many part of life. You see people in a team, right? So how to make themselves more and more cooperative, and how they should be managed. Tolerance of individual differences. It should not be like I'm from Punjab, you are from Chennai, Madras and all, like this. There were a lot of dramas also coming, and people like these kind of things where they're like people not gelling with each other or not accepting each other. It happens, right? Some people hate some kind of people. It's there. by God's grace, we are in such a city which is like very like having a friendly approach towards any immigrant, any in the sense anyone who wants to come from any part of India, and we are very welcoming people, right, in Hyderabad. So that is the that is something which is driving people towards our city. But we don't see same kind of behavior when we go to certain other cities. I would not name, but like some part of India, people are not that welcoming. Tolerance of individual differences, communicating effectively with an ethnically diverse workforce, managing workers with diverse family structures and responsibilities, managing the adjustments to be made by an aging workforce. Of course, when people age, then you have to again manage them if they're a part of your team. Managing diverse career paths and aspirations, confronting educational qualification issues in an international workforce. So the steps in implementing a diversity policy are: analyze your business environment. First, if you want to frame a policy and implement it, first you should understand what is your business environment all about. Define diversity and its business benefits, like what it can benefit you. If you are opening your arms and you are accepting people from all walks of life. Introduce the diversity policy to the corporate strategy. Corporate strategies should be seen in a broader sense. It's not only you want to earn profits, but you want to give good quality goods to customers. You want to maximize the profit of shareholders, which is one of the parts of corporate strategy. You want to comply with all the rules and regulations. So some 2 or 3 points I've given. Embed diversity into the human resource process and systems, because HRs are the one who are the backbone for all the human related issues or problems. Involve staff at all levels. Communicate, understand your company's needs and evaluate. That is the end of the chapter. Sorry, actually I have to go in a wedding today. Otherwise I had a plan of again starting a new topic and chapter, but today I have my cousin's wedding. So we will start the next chapter tomorrow, that is individual, groups and teams, right? Hello.
Okay, sir.
Please don't
Sir,
mind. I understand I have taken.
12th chapter.
Sorry.
We didn't complete the 12th chapter fully.
We will do. I understand. We will do. First, I will share the video with the other student. Once she goes to that part, then I will finish that 12th chapter. Okay. 12th one, right? Or 11th?
12th one, sir.
12th one, yeah. See, I sorry. I'm sorry. I know I have only taken a
It's okay, sir.
barely 20-minute session. See, I have a pressure from the family. Have to go with them and far away place. So I have to accommodate my parents. But no worries. I will try to take up a full session tomorrow for individual groups and teams. Okay. This 20
Okay,
pages
sir.
chapter. We'll try to take
Okay, sir.
50% of that. Yeah. Yeah. We'll ensure that by coming 1 week, we can wind up these chapters. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please go to this chapter. Thank you.
Thank-
Thank you.
Okay.